Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Today it's Psalm 31, and we're looking at verses 18 and 19. So we have quite a contrast here, and I'm just delighted to present this to you today, and I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for listening to Daily Dose Radio. Remember that we are 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week, studying the Psalms verse by verse. That is all we do here on Daily Dose Radio. So if you have a moment, why don't you come in here, just 5 minutes, and let's open our Bibles. If you don't have a Bible, I'll be reading it, and if you're watching this, it'll be on the screen. So no troubles there. I'm going to read today verses 18 and 19 in Psalm 31. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Oh, how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee, before the sons of men. Amen. All right, so I said yesterday that verse 18 was going to do double duty, and then I never did read it when we were studying yesterday, but we're going to read it today. Let the lying lips be silent, be put to silence. So the lying lips are the lips of the wicked. We have that in verse 17. In my translation, I have, may they grow dumb in the grave. That's verse 17. King James has silent in the grave. Here we have it again. May they be put to silence, or as I have it, make dumb the lying lips. So they can't speak because they're in the grave. But notice what they have said, which speak grievous things proudly. So they're speaking now. And of course, the church is praying that the lying lips would be put to silence. And they're speaking things now. What are they saying? Well, they're speaking proudly, grievous things, and contemptuously against the righteous. Well, I'm telling you, friends, you don't have to look very far, especially in today's climate. There is so much out there on social media, especially, that is just grievous and contemptuous. And it's directed against God, and it's directed against His church. It just is. And some of it from people who call themselves Christian, which is just amazing to me. But then I want you to notice what he has here. So David writes this, let the lying lips be silenced, and then here's how they speak, grievous things proudly, contemptuously against the righteous. And then notice verse 19, oh, how great is thy goodness. So you see, he contrasts the grievous things said and the contemptuous things said against the goodness of God, which when you do that, all the grievous things just fade away. They pale. They become transparent, thin as paper. They mean nothing because God's goodness means so much. How great is thy goodness which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men. How great is your goodness which you have laid up. So even though all of this nasty stuff is being said, God's goodness is in store and is being distributed. To who? To the church, to the chosen, to the elect. Laid up for them that fear thee. Only the elect are those that fear the Lord. They're the ones that God has chosen, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee. Only those who trust in the Lord are elect, are chosen. These are the ones that God has laid up a blessing for and goodness for. Of course, these are the ones that are also attacked by the world. I have a piece here I wanted to read to you from, this is from Spurgeon's book on the Psalms, his commentary on the Psalms, taken from the Treasury of David. And he says this, the psalmist in contemplation divides goodness into two parts, that which is in store and that which is wrought out. The Lord has laid up in reserve for His people supplies beyond all count. In the treasury of the covenant, in the field of redemption, in the caskets of promises, in the granaries of providence. The Lord has provided for all the needs which can possibly occur to His chosen. We ought often to consider the laid-up goodness of God, which has not yet been distributed to the chosen, but is already provided for them. If we are much in contemplations, we shall be led to feel devout gratitude, such as glowed in the heart of David. You see, all this goodness that God has laid up for us in store, can it be compared to the grossness and the grievous nature of the things that are said? No, it cannot. It's greater than. It is so much greater than. It's more than. Or we don't have words to describe it. The goodness of God laid up for His church. Think about that today. Meditate on that contrast today. Maybe even in your own life, you might think about grievous things that are being said versus the goodness of God laid up for you in this life and in the next. Well, join me tomorrow. We're going to look at verses 20 and 21 here on Daily Dose Radio.